Things I would do differently if I started college again as a freshman. Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video, I want to talk about college. It is such a complex time. We all have been there. There's so many mistakes I would want to change about college, and everyone would. That's why I wanted to make this video because I'm going back to college in the fall for my master's, and I wanted to make a video if I could just wake up and then in the morning just become a freshman again as my bachelor's degree to show what I would do differently. The most important thing is we can fix these mistakes. So let's get started. The first one, meeting new people. Because in college, it is so easy to just hang with the people you find. That's also for me. I wished I was meeting 1 to 2 people every day so it could build my confidence. Because most people choose their friends from a very small pool. So they just pick what they get. But if you have the confidence and you push and you keep talking to new people, you'll have a much larger pool, which allows you to pick from a larger pool. You can find better people and better friends. The second one is learning a practical skill in college or on your own. Because in college, you take so many classes, most of them are useless. History, English. Why are you taking those? But the most important ones are those practical skills. I also agree you can learn them on your own because college is expensive and YouTube is free. A good examples for those classes would be coding, graphic design, negotiating, a lot of different skills. The reason why I'm telling you this is learning these skills are so important. The reason you would think, oh, a negotiating class is not that important or any of these. No skill goes unused ever. Steve Jobs took a calligraphy course. And everyone might ask, oh, why did Steve Jobs take a calligraphy course? Why? It's useless. He's a software engineer. Why would he take a calligraphy course? But that calligraphy course is the reason why y'all love the way Apple looks. Because when he did calligraphy, he realized to view things from a creative standpoint. And that two things that have a similar outcome could be viewed differently because of the way it looks. And that is why Apple products are beautiful, slick, and eye catching because of that very reason. That's why I learned these practical skills, and I hoped I did. I started coding pretty late into my college life, but these are some things I really hope I could do when I went back and started college all over again because the ability to learn anything, negotiating, such an important skill, graphic design, unbelievable skill, calligraphy, any skill, any practical skill that you could use is a very, very valuable. The third one, play a sport daily. Because after you graduate college, you realize there's not a lot of places you can meet more people. I thought, oh my God, where am I going to meet new friends? There's no one, no one. But then I realized if I play a sport, and that's out of all the five, this is one I did a lot of, is play a sport. Because if you play a sport in college, you can get decent at it. Because you need to get decent to play with random people when you're graduated with college. Because if you go somewhere and you're not decent, you're a liability, and nobody likes being a liability. But in college, there's so many people playing, learning new sports. You can play, one, you can make more friends in college. Two, you can play it every day because you don't have that much work. Your life's not that complicated. And everyone lives on campus. So you don't need to drive anywhere. You can just play in college. And once you get decent at a sport, after that, once you graduate, you can go and play that sport. Maybe a basketball, maybe on the pickleball court, tennis court. And because when you do these things, it allows you to make more friends because you're building connection. You play the same sport. You're not a liability. You have fun. You laugh. That allows you to create a good atmosphere, allowing you to being able to make those connections and making these friends. That's why playing a sport daily in college is one of the things I would really recommend. Number 4, read a book daily. This is something I started right before graduating college. As a kid, I hated reading books. Hated. But I realized reading is one of the best ways to learn. That's why I started implementing reading daily. I've been doing it since 6 months, I believe. I go on and off, but I try to get a good amount of reading done. That's so important because just 30 minutes to an hour daily allows you to learn so many new things. But reading is not the end all. You need to read and then create action items. Because when I started reading, I read so many negotiating sales books. I don't learn nothing. Zero. Why? Because I'm not doing anything with the knowledge. We're not doing knowledge acquisition. We're doing knowledge application. That is why you need to make those action items and then do them weekly. I would rather you read 30 minutes daily and then do those action items than read 2 hours and still not do anything. That is why reading is important, but using that knowledge to create action items is even more important. That's why I read less daily, just to get all the information, then make those action items, and once I'm done with those action items, then move on. Because I think it gets really overwhelming if you read the whole book. You have 100 action items and then you go, oh, which one should I do? Analysis paralysis, I believe people call it. Some of the books I would recommend would be No Excuses by Brian Tracy. That was absolutely phenomenal book. There's some things I use still to this day. The second one that gave me goosebumps is WTF, Willing to Fail. It's a book on how some guy who dropped out of high school, then dropped out of college after finishing high school. He dropped out of college, but now he owns a waste company that takes junk from people's houses, and it's worth $300 million. It just takes waste from people's houses. That book gave me goosebumps. And then 2 books of Alex Hormozi, The $100 Million Offer, $100 Million Leads, has helped me a lot, tremendously. And then the book that I'm currently reading right now, it's right here on my table because I'm reading a lot, is the Day Trading Intentions book from Gary Vaynerchuk. I don't know if you can see it, it's the reflection. But yeah, this book is absolutely amazing. I've read till chapter 4, but I reread it, got my action items done, and I'm waiting to finish my action items before reading it again. Really good trick, I would say, would be reading. You can read it, but audiobooks while driving helps a lot. That has helped me a lot. The 5th one is Get in Great Shape. This is one that I wish I did because I'm someone that really wants to feel confident. But then I realized, how do you feel confident? There are only 2 ways that allow you to feel confident, and you have to do them together. One is sound confident. That is high volume, big body language, show the part. That's one way. That's the first step. The second step is look confident. Tight-fitted clothes, good physique, good clothes. Those things both together allow you to feel confident. And the only way to do that is get into great shape, because nothing's going to fit you better if you don't get into great shape. That's the only fashion tip that never goes away. And that's why I'm trying to get into shape right now. But in college, it's so much easier. You can have gym buddies, you could fast, you could eat a lot of protein, there's not a lot of stress at work, you can follow a diet. And because you're with your friends, you know they're doing it too. That's why it's so, so important. The next things are not only getting into great shape, but also understanding that you're okay with your physique. And that's the thing. I think a lot of people are insecure about it because they're not in great shape. Those are the 5 things. Here are more things that I think I would do differently. After college, and I realized these mistakes, I'm still trying to fix them right now. And I'll make another video completely on how I was able to fix them. But that's the thing, is you can still fix these mistakes. You can still be able to get better and become a better person. Let me know in the comment section which one of these tips really resonate with you. Also, let me know what are the things that you would like to fix if you could go back again and become a freshman tomorrow. Also, watch my last 2 videos, how I balanced my life and why motivation is so important. And I'll see y'all next time.